So we all remember from a few months ago where Sydney Sweeney, an American Eagle, decided to come out with a jeans commercial.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has very genes.
And if you're a normal thinking human being and you're not mentally retarded in any way possible, you go ahead and you look at this ad and you go, yeah, that's an ad. It's an ad for a jeans commercial. It's really great. You got one of the hottest women in the world at the moment, or at least what people consider one of the hottest women in the world right now. It's a great ad. It's linking, her jeans that, she's a good looking woman into jeans that it is the piece of clothing. But of course, there was a lot of people on the internet, a lot of mentally unstable people who decided to lose their minds over this.
I will be the friend that's too woke because those Sydney Sweeney American Eagle ads are weird. Like fascist weird. Like Nazi propaganda weird.
But now, for the first time ever, Sydney Sweeney has actually come out and talked about this issue in a GQ interview where she got asked about this particular ad commercial and how it caused so much controversy, and her reaction to this and her answer to this did shock a lot of people.
The criticism of the content, which was basically that maybe specifically in this political climate, like white people shouldn't joke about genetic superiority. Like that was kind of like the criticism, broadly speaking. And since you are talking about this, I just wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about that specifically.
I think that when I have an issue that I want to speak about, people will hear.
Now, I will say this straight out, that I think that this answer that Sydney Sweeney gave is completely great. I think that it is. I think that it's really good. And not only did she talk about the controversy as well of when it came to, all these things that a lot of people were making up of when it came to this jeans commercial, but she also briefly talked about how the president of the United States, Mr. Donald Trump, commented about this ad as well.
I'm literally in jeans and a t-shirt like every day of my life.
Jeans are uncontroversial. Jeans are awesome.
Yeah, I like your jeans.
You look great in your jeans. I think I know how you're going to answer this, but I'm going to ask anyway. I mean, the president tweeted about the jeans ad, or Truth Socialed about the jeans ad, and that just seems to me like a very crazy moment for anyone, and I wondered what that was like.
It was surreal.
It was surreal.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be totally human. I would probably feel like thankful that somebody had my back in public, and conveniently some very powerful people had my back in public. And I wondered if you felt that way.
I don't think that, it's not that feeling I didn't have that feeling, but I wasn't thinking of it like that, or like of any of it. I kind of just put my phone away. I was filming every day. I'm filming Euphoria, so I'm working like 16-hour days, and I don't really bring my phone on set, so I work and then I go home and I go to sleep.
And the way she answered that too was really great. Now, one thing that I don't like is this interviewer herself, because you can tell that she is trying to push Sydney into a corner to get her to say something that might come off as unfavorable. And even though that I think Sydney Sweeney did answer these questions in a really great way, you could tell that one, she was very annoyed with this. Like, there is now a meme that's starting to go around, and it is fucking hilarious of where the interviewer is asking this question, and you can just tell, like, Sydney's face, the way that it is, that she's just like, I don't fucking want to be here. Like, why are you asking me this shit? This is so fucking stupid to ask. But a lot of people, once again on the internet, have lost their goddamn minds over this. Because Sydney Sweeney is not condemning something that these people made up, okay? The whole entire thing of when it came to this ad being a white supremacist ad, that this ad was Nazi propaganda, it was all fucking made up. Okay? And they're all talking about how, like, oh, but she has blue eyes, and when it comes to the jeans blue, it's got to be Nazi propaganda, right? It's like, no. One, this ad, that American Eagles ad, was actually a callback to a Calvin Klein ad that was done in the 80s.
The secret of life lies hidden in the genetic code. Genes are fundamental in determining the characteristics of an individual and passing on these characteristics to succeeding generations.
And two, even though she does have blue eyes, One, it's a great like thing to link the eyes with the genes, but really when it comes to saying Sydney Sweeney has great genes, it was always talking about her tits, okay? That's what it was. It was always about Sydney Sweeney's tits. That's all it was about, okay? Because that's the main thing of when it comes to, when people think of Sydney Sweeney, they think she has great tits. That's what everyone thinks. That's what the ad was. That's what they mean by she has great genes. Because she's beautiful and she has great fucking boobs. But obviously a lot of people are still pissed off at this. I mean, this guy right here, he's got to be one of the worst people on the internet, where he said Sydney Sweeney in acting role loving, and then Sydney Sweeney in an interview claiming that she's Adolf Hitler. And you know what? I hate when these type of people come out and they constantly call everyone Nazis. They call them Hitler. They call them racist. Because what you're doing is that you're actually muddying the water between people who are actually Nazis, who are actually, you know, advocating for stuff like white supremacy, and who are actually racist towards people who might just lean differently politically to you. You're muddying the waters to the point where when people who come out and are actually racist, you're not going to be able to tell the fucking difference because you've been calling everyone a Nazi, and when you do point them out, no one's gonna fucking believe you. And I've seen so many people being like, oh, why can't she just come out then? Like, why is it so hard to just disavow white supremacy? That's all she could have done in this. Because the ad was never about white supremacy. Because you yourself, if she went out of her way in this interview and she said, I am not advocating for white supremacy, all right? If she went and did that, then you yourself, you who's someone who's saying, who's still hating on Sydney Sweeney for this whole entire thing, you would then come out and be like, oh, she's finally acknowledged that the ad was white supremacist. That's what it was. It's a lose-lose situation of if she acknowledges it and if she talks about it in an apologetic way, because that's all you do to these people. That's why I think that the way that she answered these questions, the fact that she decided not to apologize for any of this in any way possible, is the best way that she went about it. It is, because if you apologize to these people in any way possible, and it's happened so many times on the internet. I mean, I've made recent videos of when it came to streamers like Cutie Cinderella who apologized to her audience over something that was an absolute nothing burger, and all it's going to do is corner her even more, because these people aren't then going to leave you alone. They're going to try and control even more, because they're like, oh wow, she said this, she apologized for doing this, she acknowledged this. All right, now what else can we get her to do? What else can we get her to apologize for? And one thing that I really find funny about this whole situation, this has been like this for months now, is that majority of the people who ever fucking call out Sydney Sweeney, the ones who are calling this white supremacy, ones who are calling this racist, who are calling this Nazi, whatever, all those fucking buzzwords that honestly don't hold any weight anymore, they're all ugly white women. They are. Majority of them who have been calling it out are fucking ugly white women. It is. I mean, there was an actress who actually commented on this video on Instagram. Like, she commented on one of the copies of this video. And, I mean, if I looked like this and Sydney Sweeney was as good looking as she was, I would be mad too. I mean, this chick, she looks closer to fucking Bugs Bunny than she does Lola Bunny. So once again, I think that this entire thing, this outrage that people have, it's fabricated. The outrage that you have for Sydney Sweeney is completely fucking fabricated. It's not real. You're making this shit up. And Sydney Sweeney doesn't have to apologize for anything, because there is nothing to apologize for. Everything that you were saying she should apologize for, you've made it up in your mind. And even if she does come out and disavows anything, then you're going to hold her to apologize for more. And you're going to be like, ha, we were right in the whole entire time. No, you fucking weren't. No, you weren't. You're just dumb. You're retarded. You've got too much time on your hands, and you're honestly fucking privileged in order to think of stuff like this. But one thing that I think we should be outraged is by this photo here, okay? Scooter Braun, fuck you. Asshole, that should have been me. Piece of shit, all right? Sydney, what the fuck are you doing, okay? Scooter Braun, really? I mean, he's Jewish, so he's probably got connections in Hollywood. So honestly, that's probably why she's dating him. But that's going to be it from me. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Leave your opinions about all this down below. Peace out.